guys, welcome back to Weekly Reads, where I talk about the books that I read recently and the ones that I'm reading currently. And we have a lot to cover because I'm on a 2 week reading leave. Basically, I decided to take a break from work simply because I wanted to read and I wanted to just relax. I've been working from home since March now, and it's just been a bit overwhelming because every morning, every day, I have the same routine. I don't have a social life. The only life I have are like Teams lives or Zoom lives, and more importantly, the one thing that's keeping me sane at this point of time is literally reading. And that's why I decided I need to dedicate 2 weeks of my life to reading books. Now, it's not like I'm only reading books, I'm doing other things as well, like fun things which I've not been doing, like watching Netflix or painting or drawing or whatever I feel like doing. But honestly, this is a well deserved break and I'm really enjoying it so far. And yeah, on account of that, I finished 3 books in the past 4 days. So these were the books that I was already reading, and you must have already seen all of these books in my previous weekly reads. But then, you know what? Let's just dive into those 3 books. The first book that I finished reading was The New Wilderness by Diane Cook, which is one of my most disappointing reads of this year. Honestly, I was expecting something much better than what was mentioned in the book, or maybe the book was sold in the wrong way. It's basically a book about climate change that is not about climate change. It's set in the wilderness. But it's not marketed in a nice way, in my opinion. And more importantly, I think the editor did not do a good job because the whole book has been stretched like a rubber band, and it's just too difficult because there would have been some parts which could have been edited out, but they were not. So I don't recommend this. I don't like this, and I really hope this does not win the Booker Prize 2020. The next book that I finished was The Shadow King by Maza Mengiste, and I love this book. This book is one of the good feminist reads of this year, and this book basically talks about the Ethiopian war against the invading Italians against Mussolini in 1935, and mainly it discusses mainly it discusses the role of women in war, because I think one of my favorite parts of the book is the acknowledgement itself, how the author talks about her great grandmother who was a part of the war, but it seems like many women who came forward to fight, many women in Ethiopia are not considered to be like warriors as such, but the fact is that women and men fought against the invaders in 1935. And I think that's like the whole premise of the story. The story is like 100% fictional. I felt like when I read this, I felt like I was reading another version of All the Light We Cannot See, and it was like very nice. I really liked it and highly recommended. If you're looking for a nice feminist war read, this is a nice book. And if you like All the Light We Cannot See, then this is again one book that you can pick up. So yep, recommend this one. The next book that I finished was the one that I am hosting, the group read that I'm hosting for, and that is Train to Pakistan. I finally finished this book. I have a lot of thoughts, and this Sunday we are going to discuss the last 2 chapters of the book, and I cannot wait for it because there is so much to discuss. Like, this is like one of those Indian books that actually introduced you to the partition, and it's a very good introduction to the partition if you do not know about the partition yet, or if you've not read any India-Pakistan partition history. So it is a nice book. I really enjoyed reading it, and more importantly, I have a lot of thoughts, a lot of spoilers running in my head while I talk to you guys about the book. And yeah, let me just shut up before I actually give out some spoilers. So that being said, let's move on to the books that I'm reading currently. So the book that I am reading currently, the first book that I'm reading currently is Wolf Hall by Hilary Mantel. I have been reading this since September, and honestly I couldn't get around to it because of a lot of books in the way, but finally I have time for this and I'm reading it. I'm done with like 23% of the book now. It's an interesting read, a political thriller. I don't have bad words for the book. That's my point. I mean, it's just like very political and it's very nice. That's all. So that's that. The next book that I am reading is, I have to remember which book am I reading, or I may have to fetch that book. You know what? Let me go fetch that book while you guys hold on. Well, so finally I got the book, and that is Pather Panchali by Vibhuti Bhushan Bandyopadhyay. This is a classic. This is a Bengali classic, Indian modern classic, and it's actually published under the Penguin Books Modern Classics title as well. I am in love with this book. I mean, I am done with about 68 pages, and this is even a classic Satyajit Ray film, by the way. And in all honesty, I'm in love with the characters from the book, and I am in love with the imaginary village which is called the Abode of Contentment. I still don't know why it is called the Abode of Contentment, but I don't see anyone content here. But the characters are really, really likable on some level, and you feel attached to them. And yeah, it's a nice read. And if you're interested, I think, in Bengali literature, or you know, if you're an Indian, please read this. This is a must read, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So that's that. The next book that I'm reading is Shuggie Bain by Douglas Stewart, and I actually started this like maybe just yesterday. It's a very interesting read. It is something, I don't think the story has picked up yet. It's like pretty slow that way. It's just like moving. But I want it to grip me because I've heard that, it should grip you apparently. So yeah, that's that. And the final book that I'm reading, so this is a passively read book, like I'm reading it very passively, that is, I'm not like making much progress, and I'll be picking it up soon, like in an active manner, and that is The Little Friend by Donna Tartt. And this is a read along with KD Books. We have a group read with KD Books, and many of them are like way ahead, but I'm just like a bit behind because I have a lot of like other books that I'm reading currently, and then I'll just like finish off all of that stuff, and then I'll move on to actively reading The Little Friend. The Little Friend starts with the death of a child, and it talks about like the mysterious, I would say, like this is like something in the prologue, it's not like a spoiler. It basically starts off with the death of a child, and how the family and the town where the child dies is speculating and is talking about foul play in the child's death, and it surrounds this whole mystery of that particular death that occurs in the village. Sorry, town. Why did I say village? Anyway, so yeah, I think that's it. That's all. And honestly, in these 2 weeks, I plan to do a lot of reading. I don't plan to shoot a lot of videos, so I mean, I may like upload more. But honestly, I'm just like excited, and I don't know, like I finished 3 books in the past week because of this particular holiday, and I can't wait to read more. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching my videos. And I will see you, I think, on my Friday upload. So that's a secret. I think I'll have a Friday upload this week. Normally I upload on Wednesdays and Sundays. But maybe this week you will get one more extra upload. Maybe not. I'll see you on my Friday upload. Bye.